to do a kinematic equivalence, and now you think it's dynamic, and here you go, mass is actually the cause of everything. But what we can do with that is reduce the mass attracting mass equation to have no mass. You actually derive Kepler's law right out of it, and then you have the same description of the periodicity of the orbits without the mass being in there. Nifty little mathematical trick, but what it really comes down to is that that's not the dynamic cause of anything, and never was, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. You lost me there. But I would say if you can, with your worldview of physics, if you can calculate and predict the motion of the planets and the motion of the asteroids.
Hashtag thanks, Shane.
Well, I could predict every eclipse that's ever taken place without using Newtonian mechanics or anything to do with the Newtonian orbital mechanics, Newtonian mass attracting mass, or anything like that. All you do is use optics and then the scaling ratio of the scaling intercedent periodicity, and then that's all you ever need. So,
right, but how would you account for the observed orbit of planets around the sun?
The observed orbits of the wandering stars, which are different than all the other stars in the sky, how would I account for that?
Well, so by your argument there, you're disagreeing that they're planets.
And that mass has anything to do with their orbital path. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I guess that would be the fundamental point in which we disagree, because I would fully argue that they are planets that are relatively the same size as the Earth, and that they orbit around the sun, which is much, much larger.
Well, right, but all that came from these equations, though. Kepler was the first person who actually stole Tycho Brahe's, celestial observations of the naked eye of the wandering stars, and actually came up with the formula that described the pattern of their path. And then Newton came along and was like, "Oh, what do you got there, Kepler? That looks neat. Hey, look over there. Okay, now I have your formula, and actually it's mass. Mass is in there, and it causes everything." I'm simplifying a little bit, but that's literally how it works. And then everyone was so impressed that they were like, "Oh, definitely mass attracting mass." And for the next 100 years, the Renaissance took place, and they were like, "Okay, but it is definitely mass attracting mass. But how do we know that it's mass attracting mass?" And then they went through all these experiments, and they ended up with the Cavendish experiment to prove, lo and behold, that actually that does attract mass. And it's all one big bamboozle, man. It's always just described from optics.
I'm pretty sure that Kepler was a heliocentrist.
That's true.
Yeah, so he believed.
The orbital path, yeah.
Yeah, so he believed in the sun being the center of the solar system.
Well, they all believed that there was harmonic frequencies moving the solid ether out there. They had crazy theories about what was actually going on. But
about to say, wasn't he an etherist?
Yeah.
Wasn't he was an etherist as well, right?
For sure. The important part is that he made an observation of the paths of the orbital bodies, and then nothing has ever changed except Newton claimed that he did something that he didn't. And then we have people who
But Kepler and Newton both agree that the sun is the center of the solar system, which is counter to the flat Earth argument, right?
Right, fair enough. But if Kepler can mathematically describe the same thing as Newton, and you can derive Kepler's law from Newton's law, aren't they at least kinematically equivalent to describe the same periodicity?
Well, I would say that we stand on the shoulders of giants, but that doesn't make people in history 100% correct. It doesn't even make current science 100% correct. But we're moving, in my argument, in the right direction.
Well, then how come when he makes a point, then you just ignore the point and just go to the fact that he was a heliocentric?
It's cool.
I find that interesting.
I don't know if he's ignoring.
That is interesting that you point that out. Conspiracy.
He's doing the absolutely standard reaction, as any rational person would, I think.
I think that the reason I don't, I'll be completely honest here, I was avoiding this. I think that Shane just says a bunch of big words, and it thinks that it sounds like science.
Didn't you say you had a master's, bro? Hold on.
You don't like Shane's word salad? Throw some dressing on that thing, man. Digest it.
Well, I'll if you think that Shane is making sense, then I'll get one of the viewers to reiterate what he said, because my argument is that he's just saying things and everyone's going, "Oh yeah, that sounds like it could be true," and it aligns with my worldview. But I don't think anyone else could reiterate exactly what he's saying, because you don't have a consistent worldview.
Einstein said that there.
Also, since I came to Twitter, I've been saying the same thing over and over and over again. It's the very first post. It's my pinned post, etc.
And that's the first time I heard Shane talk about it. Like, it sounds like he's just trying to prove to me that Kepler had proven it without mass before. It's just a simple point he tried to make. He made it really complex at first, and then he broke it down really simply. And it's just like, yeah, they don't need mass, right? I mean, is that pretty much the gist of it, Shane?
Real quick, and I know we got hands, but I just want to say this real quick. Gosh darn it, I forgot what I was gonna say now. I'll mute up. I forgot what I was gonna say, dude. Oh, it's called a hostile witness. Do you know what a hostile witness is, Chatboo?
No, I don't.
So just because they were globe Earth heliocentric people, they made quotes, right? And we hold them accountable for the quotes that they make. And it's irrelevant on what they fell into as far as their belief structure and everything like that. They still made the quote, and it's in conflict with what reality brings them. And so we're going to hold them hostile.
Right. Yeah, and there's
That
lots of
was the
ways
biggest word salad I've ever heard in my damn life. Now,
Shut
please
up, Black.
elaborate
You
what
don't
you
know.
just said,
You're
brother.
back, Black.
No,
You're back.
please. Yeah.
You're back, bro.
Because y'all been
You're
hiding
back.
my damn
You're
DMs like a
back.
bunch of
How
pansies, brother.
how was your
Hold on,
20?
hold on. Don't let him derail, she dog. He trying to draw you in. He said, "Hey, pay attention to me, guys. You still got a bunch of people in here.
Bro, you
Just
gotta
don't
stop
do it
doing
right
that,
now,
gang.
bro.
You
We're
gotta
gonna go to Nathan in just a second, and then we'll if he want to get cooked again, we could do that. But let's pay attention to this conversation because we know that Chabu is way more intellectually honest than this guy over here, and can digest the information at a way faster rate than spending 8 hours on why Black Wolf thinks that we can't calculate rotation or we don't have any crafts that can go 1,000 miles per hour. Yeah, let's not do that, bro. Let's just focus right here. We'll get to that in a second. Go ahead, Nathan.
How do you live with all that bias?
Hey, you said it, bro. Go ahead, Nathan. What up?
Nah, it's good. You can go to D3.
Nathan said, I'm loading the clip. I'm waiting for this guy to step out. D3, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to respond to something Chatboot said earlier with people who contributed. So, Chatboot, do you have any respect for Tesla as a scientist, as being that you deal with electronics?
As an electrical engineer, Nikola Tesla is one of my favorite scientists, and the fact that he died crazy and poor and alone is really sad.
If he was poor, why did he live in a hotel? By the way,
Wait, hold on, wait. Don't derail. Don't derail.
Sorry, D, that was derailing, but I've always wondered that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
It is a good question.
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, after they stole his papers.
So, all right. So we like Tesla, right? Now, one thing about Tesla that I find, there's two things, but one in particular dealing with the globe model. Now, whether he was a globalist or not, he was in stark contrast, and he completely did not agree with Sir Einstein. So my question here is, if this guy who contributed a hell of a lot to our everyday lives even today did not believe Einstein and completely disagreed with it off of certain principles, fundamental principles such as the ether and what light actually is and that it may not be constant, would this give you any a little bit more respect for an opposite position, basically? Because
I think that, and I've said this a few times, I think that everyone should question and argue both sides, and that's why I'm coming up here and not just saying, fuck you all, you're all silly, because I think that questioning things and considering the opposite side is really important. And I think that if anyone thinks that one person out there is perfect and knows everything, then that's wrong. Einstein was wrong about a bunch of stuff, and since his passing.
Okay, so cool. Okay, so we're on the same page. We agree that there may have been some discrepancies with Einstein, right? One of those discrepancies would be light, right? This constant c, and that's a huge problem because the remaining parts of the theory kind of depend on that constant in the heliocentric model, right?
As I understand, that's still a scientifically accepted fact that c is constant.
All right, so we need to look at how GPS works. If you haven't done that deep dive, I highly suggest you look into the atomic clocks and how GPS systems work, and how the light isn't constant, and it needs to be added to and taken away from the
I
velocity.
think in GPS, the reason time dilation occurs is because there's less of the gravitational fields for the satellites.
Right.
And
but that's based on the constancy of c. You're going back into relativity again, which
that's
Tesla
saying
disagreed with.
Right, but so Tesla's allowed to be wrong. Everyone's allowed to be wrong. Einstein was wrong about
True.
the indeterminacy of quantum mechanics, and as science currently accepts it, quantum mechanics is indeterministic, which Einstein had a problem with. So I think Tesla was wrong about stuff. I think Einstein was wrong about stuff. And that's the beautiful thing about science, is we're allowed to say that people who did contribute in a massive way were wrong about certain things, and we shouldn't just accept what they say as gospel. Everything should be questioned. And I think that's why I when I came in, one of the first things I said was there are two things that I can agree with the direction you guys are going, which is A, question everything, and then B, don't necessarily believe the government and everything that they say. But as far as the scientific claim goes of the shape of the Earth, I fully believe that it is an oblate spheroid.
You should definitely look into GPS then. Right, because
go ahead, Shane.
Just real quick, they had to invent like a coordinate system frame, right? They have the Earth-centered, Earth-fixed frame where everything works fine, but then they have the Earth-centered inertial frame where everything takes place, where they sync the time difference between the sidereal rotation and regular rotation, so that they actually would mask the directionally dependent speed of light in this coordinate system frame, and they do coordinate system transforms back and forth between the ECI and ECEF, but they have a primary frame which doesn't require any corrections, which is the Earth-centered, Earth-fixed frame. But the main point really is that the reason that it's so accurate with the range measurement equation with C plus V is because they know exactly what this is and how to handle it. Right. If they would just want to assume that it was constant, then GPS wouldn't work. And then Ron Hatch had to come in and do some coding and fixing and do some magic. And then they proclaimed, oh, look, relativity fixed it. That's not at all what happened. Right. They had to fix this C plus V independent directional velocity thing, which manifests all over the place. But there's like 9 or 10 PDFs that really substantiate this. If you want to look into it, that's where I'd start. Thanks.
Yeah. If you haven't taken that deep dive, I really suggest you take that deep dive. And then the one other thing I wanted to touch on with you was this time dilation and this space-time thing. I'd like you to please elaborate on what you believe space-time actually is.
So I think in the definition that classical physics give, space-time is the frame of reference that we observe matter interacting with. And when we talk about time dilation, it is when an object experiences acceleration, whether that be under a gravitational acceleration or traditional, rocket acceleration, then there's time dilation experienced.
Okay, so you're saying space-time is a frame of reference.
Yeah, I would say that. A coordinate system.
Right. Okay. Well, coordinate system, as what I've heard and what I've read. So the thing about that is a coordinate system, time specifically, is not a physical construct. It's not actual reality. So if you're talking about bending space-time, there's no such thing as bending space-time. time is an abstract concept. It's a measurement of change. It's a measurement. It's a tracking. It's a count. It's not an actual thing. You can't bend it. You can't dilate it.
And you can prove this?
Can you prove otherwise?
I mean, all I know is I'm coming off the same information passed to me that was passed to you. That you heard. You told me you heard. You didn't test. So the thing is, you're going
Bro,
theoretically
grab
against.
time in your
No. I'm
hand
just
and
hold on,
bend
hold
it.
on, bro. I'm
Grab
not
time
mad
in your
at you
hand
or
and bend
nothing
it.
with what you're saying. I'm not mad at nothing you're saying, gang. All I'm saying is the reality of what you're trying to pitch to chatbot and to say is wrong. You can't prove or you can't show us where you have actual evidence outside of what you've heard or been
I have
given, which could be
evidence.
indoctrinated information.
I have evidence.
Okay, so that's all
Okay.
I asked. I was like, could you prove it? And you said, why do
Yes.
you need to? Okay,
Black,
so
black,
prove.
black.
Yes.
Who is the burden of proof on?
Please don't do
Hold
that,
on,
brother.
hold on.
Just hold on, brother. I'm talking
Who
to a
is the
man right
burden
now. Can
of
that man respond to me? I'm gonna hear you
I
afterwards.
got him,
Respect.
cheap though.
God damn,
Yeah,
dude.
bro, let
Who
that brother
is the
talk.
I
burden
What's
of
got it,
going
cheap.
proof
on?
on? Who is the burden of proof on? If you told me you had some Air Jordans and I said, no,
Brother,
you
let
didn't,
this man
is
talk
the
for
burden of
himself.
proof on
Like, bro,
me
I
to
will
say
come
that
to
you
you after
don't
he's
have
done
any Air
speaking, fam.
Jordans? You're not gonna listen,
Nah,
are you, bro?
Yes.
I
Don't
don't
worry,
even know
sheep
where
You're a
you're
dog.
going
Sheep
with
loser,
dog.
that
I
bro.
got him.
message,
You're a
bro. So
loser.
you're absolutely right. You're emotional. Too early in the morning. So
All right. Listen to
D369.
Black. To answer your question. I can prove that you can't bend time. Okay. Because time is not a physical thing. That's it. It's very simple.
Wolf, have you met Shinku?
No. Hold on, my brother. Because the thing that you just, the
You
thing
can't
you,
argue that,
no.
bro.
Wait a
There's
minute.
nothing to
You
argue about.
pitched to Chatbot what is space time, and you tried to tell Chatbot
Yes.
that you know you can't bend space time, but you've never been to space to know that you could do anything with that unlimited vacuum and what's going on out there, right? But you're telling Chatbot.
Enough said.
What?
Enough said. I'm not even gonna go into this with you because what you
Yeah,
just
no,
said.
no,
This
no,
guy
no,
think,
no,
yo,
no.
do
I'm
you
not
think
even.
that's
I'm
space?
not even
Hold
gonna
on,
touch
bro.
that,
Hold
bro.
on.
Nah, let it happen, y'all. Let it happen. Please let it happen, y'all. Please.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
This,
Y'all get so quick into the gotcha moments here. No wonder I see
no,
why people be frustrated and start talking down on y'all the way they.
bro, we didn't even set up the gotcha. I'm trying to throw the alley, but Dennis is like, you just turn the ball over. And I'm just like, wait, bro, I was trying. How the fuck did you turn it off? I got the ball. Like, I'll be so confused. Bro, you got your whole platform is the space station, and you think space time only applies to space? Like how yo, Black Wolf. Bro, I don't Black Wolf.
There
Let
you
me
go
tell you,
doing that
Troll.
space
mute
time
bending,
does
all this
not only
semantics and
apply
ad
to
hominems,
space,
bro. I
bro.
don't need that, bro. I'm having a discussion. I don't
But
do none
bro,
of
but
that
you
with
just
y'all.
That
saying
is
All of
things that are
this.
hilarious.
So
demonstrably
stop trying to do that on my
wrong.
name, bro. Like, just be respectful,
Bro,
fam. I
but
ain't
bro, you
disrespecting
keep
nobody. I'm
saying
not talking
things
to
that
nobody crazy.
hold on, bro.
Hey,
I'm just
can I
saying,
have the
bro.
dialogue with him
Hold
before you
on,
do other
bro. Hold
people,
on.
gang?
But you're saying things that no
Bro,
one
I
can
know what
reply.
I'm saying, G. Y'all are the ones
Do
taking it
you?
at shock value,
We
G.
can't
Y'all are the ones
reply
being
to
No,
that.
high and
bro.
body about it. That's showing
This
a
dude
lot
is
about
jokes.
yourselves right now, bro. Like,
Bro, there's
you're the
no
one
way.
going for it every time I do it, G. Like,
Bro,
chill, fam. Like, I'm not even
you
taking
said
it that serious.
bro, you said
Y'all are
space
taking me
time.
more serious than I'm taking the
Bro,
statements
you
I'm
talking
saying on
about
purpose,
space
G.
time and then you just went to space.
Brother,
Like that's
I
the
know
only
That
what
was
place that it
so
I'm
funny.
applies
saying,
to.
fam. Like, bro, I know exactly what I'm saying, gang. I don't micromanage how y'all talk. I don't care what y'all speak,
You
bro. I don't
don't
care about y'all
micromanage. All you
beliefs.
do is mute in
Bro,
your
you trying
spaces.
to tell
Your
me how
main thing
to
is
talk to
micromanaging.
another man, gang. Like, I'm not trying to do that
Okay,
back
okay,
and
I'm
forth,
gonna let you
bro.
do your thing, bro. My bad, Black Wolf. Go ahead. Talk about space time
Man,
applying to
bro,
space
I
only.
never,
Go ahead. You
I ain't
got it.
tell none of your folks when they came to my shit, bro, how to talk, bro. And I'll send you the record, bro. That's what I keep telling you. Why you keep telling me how to speak, gang? Like,
All he
that's
did is
crazy,
mute,
bro.
bro.
I'm
Bro,
gonna
All he
like I
did was
was
complain
mute.
saying,
about
bro, I'm not none of you
Go ahead. Hey,
problems,
yo,
bro.
chill. Let Black Wolf get his shit off. Yo, let him
Start
That's what
cook.
with
I'm saying, bro. Stop trying to
start
tell
with
me how to
Shinku.
speak,
He's
bro.
like
Like
the
I'm not with
opposite of
none of that
Shinku.
crazy shit, bro.
Bro, chill. Let Black
No,
Wolf
it's
do
good. It's
his
good. You're right.
thing,
You're right.
y'all.
You're
Let
right,
Black
bro.
Wolf
You're
do
right.
his thing. If he want to talk about space time and space, let him talk about space time and space. Go ahead, bro.
Thank you. Because the thing that I'm trying to get understood between chatbot.
Double mute. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the corniest things are hilarious to a guy that's a squirrel in a profile picture.
You're
So, like
you're
I
like the
said,
opposite of
bro, like I
Shinku.
said,
You
like
and
I
Shinku in
said,
a
bro,
room
you're a
would
grown man. You're 40
destroy
years
the
old with a squirrel
universe.
as a profile picture. So, like I was saying, bro, to chatbot, right? Like he asked and questioned if you could define space time, right? However, he can't give us a definition that he came up with his own evidence, right? Went and tested to know that it was anything outside of indoctrination passed down to him, right? But he's telling you can't prove space time. He said that he can, and he can prove that you can't bend it. And I asked him how, without going off of anything that was passed to him, anything that was regurgitated information, anything he didn't get from a third, fourth, fifth party he doesn't know, doesn't have any malice or manipulating intent to let him know that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So again, now that he thinks I don't know what the hell I'm saying, I would like D369 to tell me how he can prove it, and did he do the test? Did he go out to space to find that you can't bend space time? Can he make that relevant in the
You don't have
argument?
to
No,
go
no,
out
no,
to
no, no. I don't need
space.
nobody else to speak, bro. I need him to talk. Please.
Could you
Bardic, you sure you want to be a globe
I
earther,
want to answer
Bardic?
the
Brother,
question.
just please let me
D3, go ahead,
I'm
talk.
embarrassed
D3.
now.
Y'all doing
I'm
too much, man. I
embarrassed.
just want
That's
to
Okay,
hear.
okay, hold on. So basically, D3 argument was, yo, we cannot substantiate gravity because we can't manipulate and effectively bend space-time. Black Wolf said, well, how do you know you can't bend space-time if you ain't been to space? D3, come on, man, you got to answer that, bro. That's a valid question, bro. How you on bend space-time if you ain't been to space, D3? You got to address that, bro.
Time out, bro. See,
That
this is
is
what I mean
not
by
a
y'all be
valid
trying to
question.
make the narrative in y'all's favor, bro. Like that's that put me on mute shit so I can try to change the narrative and make myself look better. Again, I heard the conversation they had. This brother asked Chatbot, can he prove space time? Chatbot said, really, no, I can't. He gave him a perspective of what we all think time is because just yesterday, time wasn't real for you motherfuckers, right? So I'm trying to understand why you call it space time. So please,
I
brother,
officially
please
distanced
explain it. No, no, no.
myself
If time
from
isn't
Black
real,
Wolf.
nigga, why are you calling it time, goofy? So please, brother, explain. Explain how you can prove that it can't be bent because you did it to prove that the guy that even made time was actually accurate, right? You got all of this information. You wouldn't
Hey,
be in
Black,
a
I got a
space,
question
by
for
the
you.
way, if you knew this shit as a fact.
Why
That's
do
all
they
I do
always
know.
make
You
up
wouldn't be
shit?
in
Why do
Gen
they
Pop
always
on no
try to be
space trying to get
sly and
YouTube
like
views.
add stuff in?
Guys. Black Wolf, you made your point, bro. We heard you. I'm trying to get D3 to answer you, bro. D3, answer this question. How can you say that you can't manipulate space-time if you ain't been to space, bro? Answer that.
Okay, is he quiet?
Double mute. It's hilarious. Bardic was right.
Now I see what all you guys were talking about before. I was like, who's this
Boy,
guy everyone's
shut the
talking
fuck up,
about?
bro. Let that man talk.
Okay, so okay, all right. So my thing was, I said you can't bend time because it's not a physical thing. That's it. It's a very simple answer. Okay, that's it.
You can't bend time because it's not a physical thing. Cool. Now, can you answer the space time terminology that we were speaking on directly? I don't care about everything
Act
else.
like
I'm
you even know
asking
what
you
that
about
means,
space
bro.
time. I could have swore I asked you, could you prove that you can't bend space time? That's all I asked you, brother. Because I mean, I forget. We have a complete understanding that we're the only existence in the galaxy, extraterrestrial beings, right? We've got all the understanding. Nothing else could exist that could actually make this a reality. So I want to know
What?
how you know for an absolute fact that there's nothing out there in the world possible or capable that could bend space time. Time traveling wouldn't be considered that, right? Nikolai Tesla actually believed in time travel. Didn't he build a time machine? But that wouldn't be bending
Dude, this
or
guy's a
manipulating
troll.
space
Bardic, man,
time at
let
all,
him
right?
cook, bro. He
So
made a valid
I just
All
want
right,
point.
to
so,
He
find
said
out. I
D,
just want to
all right,
find
so
out.
bro.
Do
okay.
you have proof, brother?
He said D3 gotta prove his negative. D3, you gotta prove your negative, bro. Go ahead, man. You wanna
Yeah,
you
I mean,
wanna clock?
otherwise, like,
Prove your
how are you
negative.
able to say it doesn't exist? Because you're speaking on an existence that you can't prove, brother. So show me that.
Okay,
There's no way you're
are you
this
done?
dense. Y'all are too
Are,
intelligent not to know what I'm saying, right? I'm just.
salad.
You're absolutely right, bro. I hear you crying again. Move your tampon. It's third day of your
I have a
menstrual
question
cycle.
for Shane. Please let me know when I can ask it.
Yeah, let's let Bardic and
I got a question for Black Wolf.
Here
Hold
we
on, but
go. A
did,
bunch
did
of
D3 want to
deflections.
respond, or is
Everybody
D3 you
got
good?
questions now, but no
Yours
goddamn
definitely ahead of
answers.
I
me.
mean, he hasn't let me respond, so I'm just gonna
Everybody
bow out.
got questions and no answers. Thank you, D3.
I mean, you also had no answers as well.
Bro,
But I
I'm
want to ask you,
listening to
how
D3.
is, bro? Can I ask you a
You're here to
question?
gain clout, brother. Please let
No,
D3
I'm
speak.
here to ask you a question,
Let
fam. You came
D3
up here and
speak then.
said something.
D3
You
said he
said
was
he
done
about to
talking,
bow
bro.
out, bro.
Jesus Christ. Y'all been
Bro,
here
D3
for
said he
stop
was done
24 hours
talking.
projecting.
and ain't
Stop
came up with a
projecting.
new thesis, bro. Like,
Stop
let
projecting. I just
D3
want to ask you a
speak.
question, fam. I just want to ask you a question. You don't got
Bro,
to
no
project.
questions.
You're
Make a
like a level
statement for
How
5
once.
is,
Make
like,
a
Elo
listen,
Black
bro.
belt.
statement for once. Please
You're
make a
only a
Listen,
5
statement in
out
what
of
you
10.
believe. Stop asking me questions. I thought you
bro.
had the answers. You're supposed to be making
I
statements, not
believe the
asking
earth
me no
is flat,
goddamn
fam.
questions. You
Shit, I
niggas don't
believe the
even
earth is
believe in
flat.
what
You
you
got to
believe in
follow
because you
that.
always asking me a question. You don't even have a flat
But
earth scale model to show me that you believe in what you believe in. Now
I
shut
could
the
draw it
fuck
out
up
for
and
you
D3
if you
talk to me.
need me to. I could draw it out for you and take a picture.
Bro, then draw it out
But
and put it in the
no, let me
Jumbotron
ask
so
him a
the
question,
entire
bro.
room can see the
I'm
first
trying to have
flat
an
earth
actual
scale
Shane, if you
model
can hear
from
me,
the
conversation
it'll be
with you,
just as
widest.
bro.
good.
Okay. Please don't open your mic, or I'm gonna snatch your
Yeah,
mic. I don't
because
care
he's
who you are.
embarrassing you right now. That man's got a
Hold on,
drone.
Black Wolf. Yo, how the fuck? Yo, you gotta be an agent. I don't know how you talking through the mute. D3, I'm gonna give you a chance if you want to answer. If not, we're gonna pass the mic to Yerv, and he's gonna ask his question. Black Wolf's gonna either acknowledge it or he's not gonna acknowledge it. Then we're gonna just move on. And then I'm gonna ask him a question, and then we're gonna see if he's gonna answer it. And then we're gonna just move on. So D3, you wanna go ahead and answer his question,
So
or
Black
you
Wolf is
good?
going to space with the
Hold
wolf with
on,
the
Bardick.
aliens.
Again, you gonna make me take your mic, Bardick? Chill.
Sorry.
D3, go ahead.
Yeah, Black, you got it, bro. Let Yarv holler at you.
I love when people run from a simple conversation. Go ahead, bro. What's your question? More interviews.
How is space and time applied differently in outer space compared to inner space? I mean, you said like
Okay, I can
be in
answer that
space.
as easily as possible from my
Yeah, answer
perspective
that,
because we're
Black Wolf.
calculating the way light travels. Very, very fucking simple because the light that you're talking about is coming from one specific star. Who's to say that that star is the only light that powers the entire galaxies or galaxies, right? That's the thing. Your mind is so goddamn little here on this planet. That's why you had to ask me that question and ask how, because flat Earth doesn't make sense for that to even happen, right? Like the light that you're talking about would actually, like I said, absorb the entire goddamn surface of our playing field. Like, and that's the part that just doesn't logically sit with you when we're talking about how I can continue to count for time. You're a flat earther, right? You believe in time, which can only exist with the spherical goddamn planet. Just know that. You believe in time, but you're over here on a spherical planet, not a flat
So,
plane, right? Because time can't exist on a flat fucking
so,
planet.
so,
Yo, that's a fact,
your
bro.
answer.
Every single clock you got is spherical, bro. That's a
No,
valid point.
stupid. No, no, no,
Every
no, no, no,
single
no, no, no,
clock
no,
you
no, no,
got
no,
is
no.
spherical, bro.
That's the craziest shit I've ever
Because
heard. That's
he
not
low
what I
key
said
answered
at
my
all. What
question.
I said was
He
you
said from the
believe in
stars, from the light.
time, which can
All
only
right,
exist on a spherical planet. So again, you can only believe in time, which was made on a sphere because the only way you could count the angles of the shadows on the sun. What is a sundial to you people?
bro. Time is
Right.
abstract.
No, 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 no,
Listen,
no,
listen,
no.
This
You
is
won't
how we
no, no,
listen,
no, no,
feel
no,
when you
no.
flat
You
earthers
never
word
heard of the
salad, by
goddamn
the way.
sundial.
Just
That's how they
remember this.
actually
listen,
took
fam.
time before they gave
Time
you
Oh,
is
the
hell
earth
no,
abstract.
Barda.
sundial
Don't do that
because you
to
niggas
us.
couldn't tell time. No, 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 no,
This,
no.
Listen,
no,
I
the feeling
understand.
you
I
have, this is
understand.
exactly how we
We're
feel.
getting ready to
listen.
refuse time
I'm
zones
about
and
to give. Listen,
sundials and
I'm
all of
about to
this
give you
other shit
some.
because your flat earth
I'm about
theory
to
can
give you
give you
some
time. You know,
scientific
you
shit
would never
on
know
the
the
way people
shadow of the
age
sun if the earth
and
was
how
flat.
time is
You can
relative
never
and
see the
very different.
shadow of a goddamn of the sun if the earth was flat. There would
Look,
be no
look,
way.
black, real quick. I'm about to.
Y'all know how light travels, but
Bro,
you don't
bro.
understand how that would be actually absorbed, reflected, and refracted if the earth was fucking flat. Y'all are go ahead, genius. I'm listening. I'm listening to
Okay.
this. I hope this is going on YouTube times
I
10
mean,
million. I'm gonna
those
make you famous.
crepuscular rays wouldn't be happening if the
How does the
sun was.
sun have a shadow though?
I mean, but anyways, oh yeah. So let me tell you something about
There's
time,
no
fam.
darkness in
Let
space.
me tell
It's
you
all
about. Let me tell
light.
you something
Yeah.
about time. How time is relative and like compared like to everybody. People age differently. You know how some people say, "Oh, damn, today's feels
You
so
believe
slow."
in time, but you believe in flat Earth. Shut
Time
the
is
fuck up, bro. That's what
listen.
I'm
Time.
saying. Y'all
Listen to
sound
what I'm
like complete
saying. You
idiots. Like,
listen to what I'm
explain what time is
saying.
on a flat Earth, bro. You
Listen,
can't because you don't
listen,
have a flat Earth model to tell me
listen.
how they calculated
Time is
time.
an
So you don't
time
know what
is
the
an
fuck you're
abstract
talking about. Like,
concept.
the
It
fact
is
y'all stayed up
relative. It
all
is
night trying to
relative to
make this
each
shit make
person,
sense so
bro.
you could actually compete.
So Black Wolf, you say you didn't like anybody interrupting you, and you doing the same thing. It seemed like you just want attention, bro. You don't want a conversation. He's literally trying to give you an explanation. You're just talking through him. That's why nobody wants you on the mic. And then you be crying in my DM like, why you do that, Saker? It's like, bro, because stuff like this. He literally trying to sit there and tell you about how time is an abstract concept. And them words to you is just like making your demons just like pop crazy. Like, listen to what he's saying, bro. This is the same thing that D3 was
Time is
saying.
an abstract
Listen, bro.
concept. What time is it
Okay,
right now, you Earth?
bro. Right, but where are you at?
I'm in Cali. I'm in a
That's
different time
so
zone. It's
exactly,
7:44 where I'm at. The
exactly.
sun
It's
isn't up
relative.
yet. No. Are you
Exactly.
on the East Coast? Is the
Well, the
sun up
sun
on
is
the
up.
East Coast
Sun is
right
up
now?
where I'm at.
Is the
No,
sun?
I'm not
Oh,
on
the
the East
sun is
Coast.
up
I'm
where
not
you're
on
at.
the East
How is
Coast.
that? How
I'm
is
not
the
on the East
sun
Coast because
up where
time is
you are, but the
fucking
sun
relative.
isn't up where I am?
So this is what happened last night. This is what got Black Wolf's mic taken last time because he kept on saying, how's the sun up over there if it's not up over here? And I said, Black Wolf, I tagged you and your two co-hosts showing a light source over a flat plane. Part of the plane was dark. The other part was light. That is directly acknowledging your question, but you gotta